If you're looking to settle in Portugal with your family, then the D7 visa, which is also known as the retirement visa or the passive income visa, is for you. This visa was introduced by the Portuguese government in 2007, and this visa allows non-EU, EEA, and Swiss citizens to apply for temporary residency for up to 2 years, after which you can renew your residency permit for up to 3 years, and after 5 years, you can apply for permanent residency. Does this not sound really good? In other words, the D7 visa allows you and your family legal residence in Portugal for the period of 5 years. This visa type attracts wealthy foreigners and also enables remote workers to work from Portugal, in other words, boosting Portugal's economy. When you must have applied for this visa, you are expected to stay for 183 uninterrupted days in Portugal, or you can decide to stay in Portugal for 8 months and go on various breaks or holidays. But the question is, how do you apply for this visa? What are the requirements? What is it that you need to know? What are the details you need to know? In this video, I'll be covering all of that. Stay tuned till the end so that you can get all the details that you need concerning the D7 Portugal visa. Hi guys, my name is Joy Ada. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, you're welcome. I do appreciate your love and your support. Thank you for even clicking on this video to watch it at all. Please do well to click on that subscribe button if you have not done so already, and turn on the bell icon so that whenever I post a new video, you are the first person to be notified. You'll be on my VIP list. And to my older and returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming back again. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's get right into today's video. In order for remote workers or freelancers to make Portugal their base of operation, then they will have to make the minimum wage stated by the Portuguese government on their immigration website for you to be able to work as a freelancer or a remote worker from Portugal as your base. Application for the D7 visa is usually done at the embassy. Okay, so you can Google to know where the embassy in your home country is. You can decide to call the contact number there, okay, and get information regarding the documents you ought to take with you or take along with you when you're going to the embassy to submit your application. Now, the processing time takes about 60 days, but it could take longer because of the volume of applications that they have to deal with. If you remember at the beginning of this video, I talked about the fact that remote workers or freelancers have the opportunity of making use of this visa or applying for this visa and making Portugal their base of operation. So I'm going to be talking about this in this light, okay? This D7 visa is one of the easiest visas to get to Portugal. If you want to migrate to Portugal, it's one of the easiest. I mean, there are other visa categories, but I'm totally focusing on the D7 visa today. So the documents required are: number one, your employment letter. And in this employment letter, it has to clearly state that your company knows that you can, work from Portugal. You are allowed as a remote worker to work from anywhere. So clearly it must be stated on the employment letter that you are allowed to work from any place at all. Okay, please note that this employment has to be permanent and full-time. Okay, I really don't know anything about part-time jobs or contract jobs, but I'm so sure about permanent and full-time jobs. Another document you will need is your payslip. Now this payslip, of course, is that comes from your company that you're working with, so you need that payslip. Another document you need is your bank statement. Now your bank statement should show that income is coming from your company into your bank account, okay? And then you also have to earn the minimum wage as stated by the Portuguese government on their website. Now this might vary, but for all I know, it's about 705 euros. So at the time you might be trying to make this application, please do well to check so that you're getting all your figures and your facts right, okay? Another thing you need is your savings. Okay, the Portuguese government, I mean, it just makes common sense that someone who is migrating to Portugal should have enough money or enough savings to cater to his or her needs whenever they arrive there and with their families as well. Please take note that you might need a little bit more, okay, or money if you have to move with your family. So it's not just you that will be showing proof of funds. You also have to show proof of funds for your spouse or your children or whoever you're going to be moving with. Another document you need is, of course, your valid international passport. Okay, and this passport, I would advise that you should have at least 1 year on it or even more, but it's very important that you have a valid international passport. You should have your travel history, whatever, expired passports, everything all put together. Another document you need is two standard passport photos. So please do well to get two standard passport photos, preferably with white background, okay, so that there are no issues. And of course, for international situations or cases, you might need a particular format. So please take note. I mean, maybe phone passports that are taken with phone and all that might not be allowed. So just get that professionally done, if you understand what I mean. The next thing you need is your police clearance certificate or character certificate, and this is just to show that you do not have any history of any criminal record or anything like that. So you need your police clearance certificate as well. Please note that this police clearance certificate has to be authenticated by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, okay, in your home country. All right, so when you get your police clearance certificate, make sure it is authenticated by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Another document you need is your proof of accommodation. Please and please avoid hotels as it might not be recognized or accepted. Get proper apartments, okay, where you can stay, and also proof of payment, contract letter for your stay in the apartment and things like that. It is so important. Another thing you need is travel insurance. Travel insurance is quite cheap, so just check to know what is required of you to get at least 1 year of travel insurance. It's very important. Then another thing you need is also your flight reservation. So I understand that it might be kind of dicey because you're questioning the fact that will I be granted this visa or not, but I do know that you can make flight reservations. If possible, do it a day before you go to the embassy to submit your application and do whatever you have to do. um get your flight reservation done. Of course, you don't have to pay and you're allowed to cancel within about 24 to 48 hours. Another thing you need, of course, is money to pay your visa fees. So you have to pay after filling out all the forms at the embassy and everything. You might be required to pay at the bank or whatever mode of payments is required of you. Then you have to pay your so fees. This is what I have for you guys today. I hope I have been able to answer majority of the questions you have about the D7 visa. And of course, this is one of the easiest ways to move to Portugal in 2022. I don't know what you're waiting for. If you're a freelancer, you're a remote worker, you have a passive income, you're a wealthy foreigner, because I do know that Americans, a lot of them are, going for this visa, and yeah, they're getting it. Of course, some people and I'm not also getting it, but then a lot of people are also getting it. So if this is the kind of thing you're interested in, then you might want to make good use of this information. Please do well to share this video with every single person that you know might be interested in this. In fact, share it with everybody. Share it, like this video if it has been very helpful and useful to you, okay, and also subscribe to this channel down there. Subscribe, the subscribe button is in red. Please do want to subscribe, okay, and also turn on your bell icon so that whenever I post any video, you'll be the first person to be notified, okay. Until I come your way again next time, bye.